In the June 2024 video titled Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio Review, Still Brilliant, CAR Magazine's James Dennison takes us through a full-depth evaluation of the Quadrifoglio model. From the outset, the impression is clear. Despite its SUV form, the Stelvio Quadrifoglio drives like a sports car. The video opens with a sleek walk-around showcasing the iconic styling, muscular creases, quad exhausts, and aggressive aero details that signal its performance DNA. Walk-around and design. Dennison emphasizes the Stelvio's beauty among SUVs. Its proportions, stance, and Italian flair give it a sporty yet elegant presence. A subsequent article from The Australian reinforces this, calling it wildly and surprisingly beautiful, even more desirable in certain lights than the Ferrari Purosang. The video's exterior views highlight features like carbon fiber trim and aggressive air intakes, underlining that styling is a strong selling point. Interior and practicality. Inside, the video critiques the cabin's dated feel despite recent updates. CAR notes the interior quality feels unrefined, hard plastics, a clunky infotainment system, and small controls compared to rivals. However, the Australian mentions that Alfa addressed prior criticisms by upgrading touchpoints, such as replacing the cheap gear lever with a leather-wrapped one and adding properly supportive sport buckets. Overall, Dennison finds rear legroom and cargo space tight, but class-typical for compact luxury SUVs. Engine and performance. The video underscores what makes the Quadrifoglio exceptional: a 2.9L twin-turbo V6, turbocharged to produce roughly 510 PS, about 503 to 520 horsepower, with 600 Nm torque in updated forms, 520 PS for 2024 facelifts. CAR Magazine lauds this engine's performance, noting it feels more like a sports car than an SUV. Milespers Living with Video quantifies this with a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of 3.4 seconds, and top speed around 176 miles per hour. The engine's soundtrack and power delivery, especially in dynamic mode, are highlighted as among the most thrilling in the segment. Handling and driving dynamics. Driving dynamics are clearly the Stelvio Quadrifoglio's forte. CAR and CarWow review praise its lightness and agility relative to typical SUVs, crediting a mechanical limited slip differential and balanced chassis tuning that delivers cornering precision and linear grip. Top Gear's long-term reports affirm its mechanical reliability but note infotainment quirks remain minor downsides. Dennison emphasizes that despite being nearly 7 years old, its chassis remains more enjoyable than newer competitors. Comfort and everyday usability. While performance is outstanding, everyday comfort is a mixed bag. The ride is firm, particularly over uneven roads, but generally well-damped and controlled. Transmission is smooth and responsive, especially with the ZF 8-speed automatic and metal shift paddles, which drivers rave about for its tactile feel. Rear seat space and boot capacity, about 525L, are modest, with competitors like Jaguar and BMW offering more practical volume. Downsides and criticisms. CAR Magazine and the video reviewer are candid. The Stelvio's cabin quality feels dated, and the infotainment still lags behind in usability and responsiveness. Another consistent criticism is the overly aggressive braking. CAR notes that even light stops can feel abrupt and jarring, occasionally provoking complaints from passengers. Fuel economy is low, and running costs are higher than typical crossover SUVs, an expected trade-off for its supercar-level engine. Long-term experience. Autocar and Top Gear's long-term evaluations echo the video's themes. The Quadrifoglio is thrilling to drive and mechanically robust, but ownership comes with trade-offs: maintenance cost, fuel thirst, and occasional electronic niggles, particularly with infotainment. The novelty and emotional thrill are lasting draws, though some concede it's not the most practical daily driver. Conclusion, as per video. In closing, CAR's Dennison cements the Stelvio Quadrifoglio as one of the ultimate driver-focused SUVs, praising its character, poise on twisty roads, and pure Italian soul. Despite its flaws, dated interior, firm ride, and small rear space, it delivers performance, beauty, and personality missing from nearly all rivals. The Australian goes further, calling it worth the high price and only SUV worth buying, thanks to design, engine, and dramatic driving presence, even if tech features lag behind. Summary table: key strengths and weaknesses. Strengths. Weaknesses. Ferrari-derived 2.9L twin-turbo V6 is almost equal to 510, 520 PS, explosive acceleration and thrilling sound. Cabin quality feels outdated, small screen and menus. Excellent chassis dynamics and cornering grip. SUV drives like a sports car. Firm ride, overly sensitive brakes. Distinctive Italian styling, often said to outshine even the Ferrari SUV. Tight rear legroom, smaller cargo area than rivals. Emotional appeal, rarity, and personality. High running and ownership costs. Infotainment quirks. Final thoughts. If you're searching for a performance SUV that puts emotional connection and driver engagement above pure practicality, the Stelvio Quadrifoglio remains unmatched. The YouTube review confirms it delivers supercar thrills in SUV form, with sharp handling, sumptuous sound, and arresting design. However, if your priority is cutting-edge cabin tech, rear seat comfort, or rear cargo space, there are better all-rounders in the segment. This review integrates context from CAR Magazine's video and analysis, supplemented with insights from long-term road tests and recent media praise, creating a detailed, well-supported narrative of what owning and driving a Stelvio Quadrifoglio really feels like.